Hey everyone, happy Whine Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a fabulous week. So we are doing our second Whine Wednesday video of 2020. So please welcome, and we look forward to connecting with you all. For those of you who have not tuned into Whine Wednesday before, that is where you join me for a glass of wine or to whine about your dog. So I have my glass of wine ready here. I am drinking a Nova Scotia wine this evening. So from Gaspro Vineyards, Tidal Bay, which is actually my favorite Nova Scotia winery and my favorite Nova Scotia wine. So I'm pretty excited. Having a little glass of that while I chit chat with you guys. So if you're having any wine or have a favorite wine, put it in the comments and share. I always like to take suggestions. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a great week. It's funny, last week we had a bit of a storm, I think, when I was doing the video. Now we're possibly or not possibly getting some bad weather, yet to be determined. But regardless, I hope everyone is having a great week, and cheers to all of you. It's hard to drink wine when I do these videos because I'm the one doing all the talking, so then it's a little awkward when I do the drinking. But the point of it is for me to drink wine with you, so just bear with me during that because it's a little awkward. If you're watching this during the replay, give us a like or a comment. Follow along with us, subscribe. We will be putting this video up on our new YouTube video shortly after YouTube channel shortly after we record it. And I'm gonna have another sip of wine. And then I'm gonna show you who is with me. I was going to have Coco with me today. So Coco is one of my personal dogs. However, Coco and Chloe are really slow eaters, so they're both still eating right now. So you'll have to bear with me. And we've got Miss Sophia again, who is curled up on my lap. She's so heavy too. So we have Sophia with us this evening. Hi, Sophia. Hi. Yes. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Do you see this bandana that she has on her? How adorable is this? So in case you can't see it really well on the video, the bandana she is wearing she's so heavy, has wine bottles and glasses on it, and then it has her name etched on it. So there is this fabulous girl, Marissa, who makes bandanas. I've had the pleasure of doing training with one of her dogs and engaging with her through Crate Escape. Hi. So she has a social media page, Marissa's Life with Dogs, I think is what it's called now. So yes, you should check her out if you haven't before. I've done a Fabulous Friday, I'm pretty sure, on her before, but she makes adorable bandanas. So all of my girls have these bandanas for the purpose of Whine Wednesday was the idea. So yeah, little wine bottles, wine glasses. So I thought I'd kind of share that with everyone. I forgot to put it on Sophia last night. It's funny, do you see? Like, she's acting like dead weight. I talked to everyone about how snuggly and chill this dog is. And, like, literally, she's just dead weight right now. Her legs are stuck out. She's kind of hilarious all of the time. But yeah, so I wanted to show off their little Whine Wednesday bandanas. Hi. Hi, no kisses. So for this week's Whine Wednesday, I was going to talk about, because I mentioned that I was going to talk a little bit more about things that are up with us, and then incorporate answering questions and doing tips and things like that. But for this week, I am going to talk about kind of what one of my personal resolutions are, and then how the struggle with that resolution can kind of coincide with training. So yeah, I am going to kind of share that with you guys. So I guess I'll just have another sip of wine. So basically, what I wanted, yeah, she has Lisa gone full goat. And even right now, I put her back down, she's just like asleep. She's hilarious all the time. This dog is ridiculous. She spends most of her time sleeping. She's so lazy, but it's a good problem to have. She gets the Zooms about twice a day, rumbles with the other dogs. But yeah, for those of you who can't see maybe during the replay and stuff, I can see when you guys make comments when I'm live, and I'm just commenting on that. So a little bit about what our week was like. So yesterday I participated in a fit yoga class. So I've signed up for a workshop for that. I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 weeks, something along those lines. So I did that. I'm trying to set aside some self-care time. I'm all about self-care. Anyone who follows my stories and stuff knows that. So tomorrow I have an appointment for a massage, and then Friday I have an appointment for a facial. I'm all about the self-care, guys. That and a little zen in my life makes me extremely happy. So yesterday did fit yoga, which was so good. I have not worked out in such a long time, and it was really good. It was difficult because I haven't worked out in a while, and it was fit yoga, so there was some different aspects to it, but it was good to get out and do something. Besides that, we've of course been busy with training and I'm focusing on a course that I'm taking besides that. So things have been, a little bit busy here, but busy is good. We're also gearing up this weekend. Our existing life skills class will have their last session, and our 11:30 beginner group will have their last session. So in the following week, we'll replace both those classes. On top of that, I'm kind of reviewing how many people have been reaching out for group training lately, and I'm thinking of adding an additional, we already have like 4 groups on the go, but we're considering throwing an additional one into the mix to accommodate some of that demand. So stay tuned for that as I review the schedule and prepare. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to. We're just chugging away like everyone. I mean, everyone is busy. So the New Year's resolution I want to talk to you guys about was, and so it is going to get a little bit personal for a second, and then I'll coincide it with how it relates to dog training or your relationship with your dog. So I'll get there. It'll be dog related coming on the end of it. So basically, I am all about resolutions, goals. I'm very goal oriented. I always have a to-do list, things like that. So for me, I want to focus a lot this year on my own personal health. We're all busy. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom, a working parent, all of that kind of thing. We're all busy in some capacity. If you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is, a student. So life gets really, really busy. And one of the easiest things it is to kind of forego on is yourself, kind of letting yourself go or not taking proper care of yourself, because there are all these other things that you should prioritize over that. So my health has been one of my focuses for 2020. So I am getting ready this weekend to do a bunch of meal prepping and really kind of get back on track, get back into exercising, hence the fit yoga workshop that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So just really trying to take care of myself. I will be 100% honest. Right now, at this point in time, I am the heaviest weight I've ever been, which I just feel tired and sluggish, and it's so easy, like I said, to kind of put everything else ahead of yourself or something that is maybe important to you, but other priorities get in the way. And those priorities could be anything. It could be your children, it could be your job, it could be a family member you care for, whatever it is. But it's constantly so easy for us to put other things ahead of, maybe something that we want to focus on or a personal goal of ours. So I am going to be sharing a lot of that kind of journey, not necessarily in Whine Wednesday. I might touch on it periodically, but I'm going to share it definitely through my stories. So that's my Instagram and my Facebook stories. So whenever I put something on Instagram stories, it automatically goes to the Facebook stories. So I'll be maybe annoyingly so sharing a little bit of the exercising stuff and food that I'm eating and so on. So cheers to that as I try to focus on being a healthier person. And like I said, it's so easy to come up with as I drink wine. Wine is good for you, they say. So it's so easy to kind of have excuses, and I feel like I'm really, really good at excuses. The average day I leave the house at, 6:45, 10 to 7, something along those lines. A lot of days not getting home until 7, 8 o'clock at night, depending on training and things like that. So it's a very busy, busy, busy schedule. So I have modified some of my private clients and stuff so that I can make time to kind of have those proper meals, to exercise a little bit, because those are the things I kind of put off to the side. I'm so passionate and I so want to accommodate everyone all the time. I had someone message me just the other day who had done group training with me and wanted to do some private, and they're only off on Sundays and Mondays, and I was so tempted to just be like, yes, I'll do it. But part of my personal goal for myself is to kind of be making sure I'm making time and not, overextending so I can take care of myself. So that's kind of what I'm working on. How does that have anything to do with dog training? I'm going to share that with you. So often when our dogs kind of have bad behavior, or even just trying to teach them basic things, it doesn't even have to be that they have a bad behavior. You get a puppy. It's really easy for us to put things off because there's always something else that we could be doing. So, there are always going to be dishes that need to be done, laundry, that home reno, cooking, cleaning other parts of the house, schoolwork, family commitments, and so on. So it's really easy for us to say to ourselves, we'll get to it later. And we constantly kind of sometimes put things off. And that can happen often when we have pets and stuff as well. We sometimes put off the focus of making that pet the priority. So I understand that. That's why I was sharing my personal story of what I'm working on, and an example of how I've kind of put that off because I thought of other things as a stronger or more important priority. So that's kind of how it coincides with dog training. I get it. It is difficult. There are always so many other things that we need to do. But just like I've made my resolution to kind of work on my health, to prioritize eating healthy and exercising and stuff, I am here to share along that journey with you guys if dog training is your priority. And in saying that, it doesn't have to be hiring me. These are never plugs for people to hire me ever. Follow our page. We give out free advice and free tips all the time. So check those things out. A lot of people ask us, how often a day should I train? And we always say to people, it's just about incorporating it into your day-to-day life. It's not that you need to schedule an hour a day to get that training done. It's that you need to incorporate that aspect into your day-to-day life. Incorporating kind of structure for the dog, making them maybe work for their supper if they didn't normally, doing structured walking with them, during play, teaching them to sit before you throw the toy, just kind of incorporating it into your day-to-day activities. I always say, and it's not just a fancy quote, but every time I interact with my dog is a training opportunity. And it's because we don't need to set aside these huge, huge chunks of time to get things done. We just need to incorporate it into our day-to-day life. So I hope that helps people. And I know how easy it is to kind of, like I said, put other things off, but we are here to help you. And like I said, not in the hiring us kind of way, but just in the tips and tricks that we post. And there are so many amazing dog trainers who are putting great content out there every single day. So if there's something like you want to teach your dog, I guarantee you can find the content out there to do it. It's not that you need to be forking over money. I know everyone has different situations and stuff, but it's about realizing what's important to you. And so for me, right now, it's being a little healthier, focusing on healthy eating, exercise. But for you, maybe it's teaching your dog basic obedience commands, or maybe it's overcoming something, your dog being reactive or jumping or barking. Those are all doable things, and you can work on them in small, attainable kind of goals and increments. It's about acknowledging that that is something that you want to focus on, and therefore making the time for it. So it is 100% doable. Trust me. And one thing I try to say to people is, very rarely, if you're having a major, or not even a major, it doesn't even have to be major. I mean, major behavioral issues are not going to just resolve themselves without you doing something. But even typically the undesirable behaviors, so you don't like that your dog barks at the mailman, without you intervening in some capacity, your dog isn't going to just stop doing that. They are getting some sort of satisfaction from that action. It might not be satisfaction that makes sense to you, because you're saying to yourself, well, I yell at them every time they do it, or I tell them no. Dogs don't know English, so unless those words have been taught to them to mean something, it's all just words that you're yelling, words that you're saying in a louder voice. So it's really important to kind of work on those things. They're all doable, and like I said, there's so many amazing people out there who can show you how to do it. So yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to share with you guys for Whine Wednesday. A little bit about what my upcoming goals are, and kind of that, as just like I've struggled with putting things aside, it's easy to put aside maybe the personal goals or what you'd like to see in your dog. But it's important for you to realize that your dog won't just overcome those things, okay? So we do always need to intervene. But yeah, so happy Whine Wednesday, guys. This glass of wine is very, very good. And like I said, it's really difficult for me to drink it and talk to you guys at the same time. I am going to hop off in a second. Sophia just wanted to say hi again. She was feeling a little awake. Hi, Sophia. Look at that face, guys. Look at her. I'll have one of the other dogs theoretically on with me next week. Chloe and Coco are hilarious and basically the slowest eaters in the world. And my fabulous assistant went and fed them right before this. So they're down there probably still eating their food. But yeah, I want to say happy Whine Wednesday. I hope you're all having a great week. If you are watching this in the replay, give us a like or a comment. We love to connect with you, or tell us what you'd like to see in Whine Wednesday, or what your favorite kind of wine is, or a funny story about your dog. We want to hear it all. So share away, guys, and we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.